Kia ora, kia ora. Very sorry to be starting the stream slightly late. I've just gotten home. We are partway through race number 1, which to be fair we all knew was going to be a blowout, as we see Matt Stone leading from Bailey Cooper in this Pumas v Crushers race. Matt Stone doing an amazing job out front. We've only just seen the start of the race, and of course there's a few cars already on the infield. Hi Bolden! Oh. Stream's just going to disappear slightly again. Right. We can finally get this show on the road. As it's Matt Stone still leading them out, I believe. Last we saw he was lap 10. He is getting a block job by Jaden Ty, of course a Wellington driver in a Palmy car. Tyson Goodley showing that concrete bumpers still play an impact in different mods. Of course now it's Matt Stone leading from Cohen Wright. Bailey Cooper now dropped down into third as we're seeing an amazing block job from these Crushers drivers, stopping the progress of the Pumas. I've really missed the story of this race as we see. I think there was a temporary lead change there, as now it's Cohen Wright leading from Matt Stone in a Crushers 1-2. I don't know what the actual points format for tonight is. As I said, I've literally just gotten in the door and sat down. Turn the stream on for you guys for this teams tonight. And so that is heat number 1, as we see results come in. A first and a second for the Crushers, third and fourth for the Pumas, and rounding out the top 5 point scorers. Is James Wilson. Head admin Corbin Bork. Right. So, unofficial results. Heat number 1, Crushers come away with a first, a second, and a fifth. The Pumas a third and a fourth. Up now we have the Hawke's Bay Maulers, the Miani Maulers, up against the Oxford Bandits in this heat number 2. Of course, the top 2 rated teams going up against the 2 bottom rated teams. As we have a moment and wait for the drivers to get in. See, we almost have a full Maulers team ready in the server. Still yet to see any of the Bandits cars turn up, as we will just try and take a closer look at some of these Maulers cars. Of course, no hot laps because they need to be fucking banned. Straight into fights as well. Now look at your car, Stu, but oh well. So this is your Miani Maulers team design. Of course, now if we jump onto someone cutting laps. As we start to see some of The bandits trickling in onto the infield now. As we said, for the team-on-team violence to warm up. Of course, we see Sean Knight in a tank. Mr. Hero himself. Right. Stu, you'll be very happy to know I've sent the message to Tomo. Hopefully we'll get him in the combox shortly. Beyond that, is there any issues with the sound? Right, it's been confirmed we will see Tomo in the combox tonight by popular demand. And by popular demand, I mean just Stu Patterson. Oh, and Jaden as well. We can't forget the popular demand of Jaden and Stu. Of course, this is the benefits of running your own team. You get to have your own custom paint job that you can also use in Indy because you're feeling too lazy to make more than one skin. So this is your Bandits cars. Even though they're my own team and I'm fairly optimistic, I doubt we'll be seeing them more than twice tonight. Whereas these Maulers cars, I feel like we're going to be seeing a fair bit tonight. I think we're still doing hot laps. I don't know who we're waiting on. I believe we have a full... Oh, we're waiting on Stu. Too busy watching the stream, not busy enough getting onto the track. What are we waiting on? With both teams are good, the coin toss has been done. Here we go. Hot laps are finally done. We're back on track. And it's the return. I know at least one person's been missing it. We've got Safety Bert somewhere. Oh, we've got a Safety Bork. see Lance Hansen off the front. Stuart Patterson on the inside. A big gap in the middle. Could almost go 3 wide off this start. As we see Rob Hansen starting in behind his brother on the inside. Niven starts creeping in. And Shaw Knight immediately starts up row number 3. There is a little bit of hesitancy from the maulers there as David Gray lines up. Prophet does the dummy and goes to the infield. And it will be Scott Kinton with the broken design on the wing right at the back. This is your lineup for heat number 2. The safety balk is off. And it's Stu Patterson with a clean jump to get out ahead off the bat. And close in behind, Lance Hansen just gets pushed out wide, giving the maulers a 1-2. Stu Patterson now out to a lead as we see Rob Hansen get followed in the background. His brother goes back into second. Close in behind the 1NZ of Bryce Cross, but it is the Stu Patterson show out the front. He's the one the maulers need, not the maulers, the bandits need stopped. We see Shaw Knight on the pole, first block car, a touch too late to get Stu there. Possibly some cobwebs coming through from the Hero machine. He slows up and will look to get Bryce Cross, but he lets him through and he's backwards, and now it's a 1-2-3 for the maulers. It's all gone pear-shaped for the bandits, who might be lucky to come away with a few stolen points if they're lucky. So it's still the Stu Patterson show out front. Sean puts his car on the line and is getting pushed right off the end. Stu just continuing to follow in. They can be a little bit braver up the front as they are both first, second and third. Not a single car on the podium as we see in the background. Shaun Knight has been eliminated to the infield. 3 cars for the bandits. Lance Hansen on the blocks. It's dispatched by Bryce as we go back and we see Skinton doing a bit of lid skids. Oh no, sorry, that was Rob doing lid skids. Skinton's name just popped up over top. David Gray on the pole line as well. I clearly did not bribe him enough with my funny snaps. As we go back to the leader, Stu Patterson still out front. Rob Hansen unable to do anything as he just goes straight underneath. Skinton is now into third if we look a little bit further back. Getting some attention from David Gray as he bounces over the bonnet. But still 2 maulers cars in the lead. 2 very hard to stop maulers cars, might I add. Stu Patterson, notorious for his efforts in the New Zealand Champs to create as much carnage as possible. He succeeded in that as we see Niven doing some lid skids, some break dancing down the back straight. He lands back on his wheels luckily enough for the maulers, and it continues to be a 4 versus 3 teams race. Bryce Cross in second, Scott Kinton a whole 3 seconds off second place. Still some good points to be had. Of course, Niven in 4th and Rob in 5th. Of course, if they can manage to get that 4th spot, that would tie them with the Pumas from race 1, meaning it is a tie both at the top and the bottom of the leaderboard to begin this night. That is race over. Stu Patterson has crossed the line. Skinton will cross the line shortly. And then Niven, and then Rob. So provisionally, That is a 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4 for the Maulers, putting them at the top of the leaderboard. And the Bandits, of course, coming home with a 3rd and a 5th. Alright, you're going to lose stream for a second, but it doesn't matter anyway, because we're going to be waiting on the next set of teams to jump in. Actually, we'll go all the way down here. Welcome to the combox there, Tomo. Do you need a screen share, or are you able to get in the server?
I would like a screen share, mate. Legend.
Right. Of course, devastating to see your former team take a massive loss there, eh?
Hey, that's teams.
And your current team to take a slightly better loss by only 1 car. Of course, we only caught the end half of that race.
Win's a win, last time I heard, mate. Can't really do much about it. It's teams, isn't it?
It is teams indeed. So up now we have the Alley Cats and the Pro Chargers.
Oh yeah, that'll be a goodie.
And then the Pro Chargers stay on to take on the Maulers. And that's the return of the Bandits up against the Crushers. And then the Pumas versus the Alley Cats to finish up qualifying.
Right, so it's all one night, is it then?
All one night.
Ooh.
We don't do Tuesday racing around here.
Cars, they are taking a beating, isn't it?
Yep. Might I just say, as the owner / manager of one of the teams, this draw's rigged. Fucking rigged. We got the Maulers and the Crushers. In my unbiased opinion, those are the 2 cars that are going to be in the final.
Is this a Liam draw?
I believe it's a Bert draw, which makes it worse because I thought me and Bert were friends, but evidently not. Of course, looking at that list of drivers folding in, who would be your favourite for causing some carnage, Tomo?
Ooh. I want to see Tegan do something cool.
I'm sure he will. We're having issues with him at the start of the season where he was just winning every weekend.
Oh, Jesus. Ethan said sit on the mic, Tomo. What's going on here?
We are going to lose the stream for a second. Oh no! Trouble early on for the Alley Cats. They've only got 3 cars. Hopefully their lead car has a decent shifter in it as well.
Oh. That's a low blow.
You can't say too soon either, because it's not.
That's a low blow.
What would be a low blow was saying at least this time they've got an A on the car. That would be a low blow. Of course, love you, Richard. Love your work.
Riley
Keep it up.
William, go Pro Chargers.
When the Pro Chargers with an early advantage, they 4v3 without even rolling a car. Who's actually missing for the Alley Cats? They got Tegan, Richard, and Pollock.
I don't actually know who's in the team, so.
Neither. I know who's on track, and that's about it. I might just quickly.
Go the Bulldogs.
Up the Eels. I mean, what?
Jaguar up the Waz. Ooh. Stu has actually just sent me something. Sean Johnson announced retirement, so there's a bit of drama in the Warriors camp, isn't there?
Oh, that's less than ideal. I can confirm who's missing for the Alley Cats. It's Dan Shepherd and Cody Lockett.
Lockett was in their Discord before, though.
Might have forgotten the Ethernet cable at work.
Ooh.
If we can quickly take a look. Of course,
Give us a mucka yeah, whānau, from Caleb Arniston. Mucka yeah!
It's the same look Pro Chargers, and I think the Alley Cats are the same as before. So no new skins there. Unlike our team that changed, well, your old team now, fucking hell, that changed their skin every other team's meeting. And name as well.
Yeah. That's hot Tamakane Ricky. Hey, I'm debuting this weekend, baby. We on.
Right. Heat 3.
Here we go. Here we go.
Of course, if the 18 people who were watching the stream tonight decided to race, we would have more teams than just 6. And maybe the Bandits would have gotten a slightly better draw. Of course, tonight we've got a safety balk instead of a safety bird. Can we get a ball waka from Tomo? Or nah?
We got a Corbin Boaka as a safety Boaka. How good.
Right, I'll get you to... You want to read through the drivers as they grid up?
I can. We have Tegan Torrey sitting front row on pole. Then we have Dylan Crystal slotting in second.
Already managed to hit everything.
We got Salby slotting in third. Richard Joy slotting in fourth. And who's coming in here? We got Pollock, obviously, coming in fifth. And is it going to be Miles in sixth?
Miles 6, Jessup 7. And then a missing row for the Alley Cats. Clearly failed scrutineering. And it's a good start for Tegan.
Here we go.
If I could actually get on the right car, there we go.
Salby sitting in second. Oh, gets spun up. Who's slotted through? Jessup sitting down low. Got Richard in fourth.
Now it's the Tegan. Somebody stop that man, Tory, in the lead. I've turned those off for tonight. Sorry, Dave. And I've also taken the sound off the Spud Hub one. They will be back in time for the all-in.
Waiting for Tegan. Do we have anyone down the front straight?
We do have a Dylan Crystal. However, we didn't pan to him because, well, he puts in an effort, but he just goes straight past.
Is a big shot coming? Is there going to be a big shot, or is Tegan going to play it smart?
The real deal, Mickey Maxfield told me to watch 3. It's huge. Crystal's out. Tegan Torrey's out. It is now a 2v3. Early stages of the race as Justin Jessup, Kevin Miles, first and second for the Pro Chargers. Richard Joy in third. Leo in fourth temporarily, as I believe Pollock Houston's just passed him for that last spot on the points.
So it's already capsized for the Alley Cats.
I think it capsized when old mate failed scrutineering. We probably shouldn't start that rumour, but it's too late. I'm sure Cody Lockett and Dan Shepherd are just having a busy night at work. Now, not a lot unfolding in this race. Richard Joy still in third, still trying to get some points for the Alley Cats to mount a defence when we see them in the last race against the Pumas.
Can they roll him to get a 1, 2, 3, 4 finish?
I would. If I was Kevin Miles, I'd be slowing down a bit, trying to convince him to go around the outside.
Hmm.
Of course, it wouldn't be a 1, 2, 3, 4 as Dylan Crystal went over in the exchange as well, I believe.
He's still on track.
Oh, he is on track. I'm looking at him.
Oh, he's nearly got
he's
over
doing
himself.
his best
He's done himself.
Commentator's curse. Yep. I said he was off the track, and he's gone off the track.
Oh, well.
But if we look slightly further ahead, Pollock Houston doing an amazing block job, a former New Zealand champ in the class. Kevin Miles pushed to the infield, just immediately does the loop. As we see Leo now trying to do something here, as Richard Joy's actually in second now. See,
yeah, they just need a run.
They all just need to run and then take a shot when they can. Actually, I think those Pro Cut charges now have something on their wings. I think that's new. Pollock Houston to the infield. That was something the drivers were warned about, using the infield in the driver's briefing. Whether or not that actually gets followed through on, that's a whole new set of questions. Almost had to fight a crackhead today, David. That was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. As we see Pollock Houston, he's now on the infield. Whether or not that's a... Oh, no, it's race over.
Race
I
over.
missed that.
So we got Jessup first, Joy second, Kevin third, Pollock fourth, Selby fifth.
It's a 1-3-5.
Indeed.
Versus a 2-4. I need my points guide. Do you remember how teams' points go, Tomo?
I know first is 100, I think, or is it 90?
It is 100. I know that much.
That's all I know, mate.
And then I know, I think it's second to fifth equals 95, I think. There we go. Still straight
put
on
in
it.
the comments 140, 25, 20, 10. Shot for that, Stu boy. Very, very helpful. So they've got 135 out of that one.
I was about to do the math myself, but that sounds like you're all over it.
And Auckland comes away with 60.
What was the pro charge again? It was 160?
35.
Oh, 35.
135. And Auckland comes away with 60. Hey. Jaden, mate. Don't get smart, mate. I wouldn't trust my maths either. It's all good, mate.
See, I've immediately just gone and bottled the math.
Oh, so we got Miani coming back.
Yep, it's the return of the Maulers. Maulers versus the Pro Chargers. So the Pro Chargers are still on for their final race of qualifying.
Old Ethan. Not sure if I'm allowed to say that on the stream, but hey, check your PMs later, mate.
I've said some pretty bad stuff on Twitch. I'm still yet to get any sort of warning. So provisionally speaking, after everyone's first round of qualifying, the Crushers are Crushers are second, 150. Leading it is the Maulers, 160. Then we go to the Pro Chargers on 135. Then we go back to the Alley Cats on 60. And then currently not qualifying are the Pumas and the Bandits. That's according to my math, which you never know. I'll tell you what, Stu might not be spending his points, but Ethan and Jaden are.
I might as well join in. I'm getting a phone call.
I don't actually know what happens when people just keep redeeming it. I'm going to need to set up a delay.
I'm going to quickly mute myself and take this phone call, mate.
I know you're leaving me alone up here. During hot laps even. I think it might just be stuck up there permanently now, Ethan. I think that might just be the case. If it really upsets you, I'm sure I can sort that out between races. Just a permanent spud hub in the corner. New Zealand's second favourite hub. Get off Bryce, he hasn't done anything in a minute. Of course, the Pro Chargers, they'll want to extend their buffer as they are currently in 4th, the last qualifying position for the night.
I am back.
Are you back?
I am. I just got asked if I wanted to go fishing, but I declined, because teams, baby.
Right, we're underway. Heat number 4. Totally missed who's on pole. Pro Chargers are on pole. Going to see the first set of aliens in a second here as they all just pop.
Yes, it was your brother.
Waiting on the safety balk.
There he is. There is the safety balk.
I think that's probably the first time I've ever said his name properly on streams without saying Borwaka. Oh, David Gray's killed the safety car. We're going to need to bring the safety Bert back after that one. We thought Dylan Crystal's gritting up was bad. David Gray took it to a new level.
So we've got Dylan Crystal sitting pole, we've got Stu Patterson sitting in second, Jan Matt third, Kevin Miles fourth, Crawford fifth, Niven sixth, Bryce seventh, and we got Max Beal slotting in eighth.
Safety balk is gone.
And we're away. Stu Patterson with another beautiful jump. Oh, big shots already.
You turn the tinder off. It's too distracting. So it is the Stu Patterson show once again. Wade Crawford in second. Bryce Cross in third. Puts the shot on to Crawford, who's still lucky to be in second. A hard charging 1NZ on the back of him.
Another punt. Oh.
Oh, cameraman just about lost his head. We almost had to get Puck out there to replace the fence post. As we look ahead, Dylan Crystal puts a shot on Stu.
Stu's comfortably leading it. Bryce Cross is slotting into second. Crawford third, Beal fourth, Niven fifth. As we see Max Beal get turned around.
Drop down the order again. So is that another 1, 3, 4? Come on, Banner, come back around to the front again. Let's get back on to our race leader, Bryce Cross. The 1NZ leading it out now.
1, 2 and 4th.
Real deal Max Beal putting on the block, using those not charges, those Maulers cars against each other there.
Do it again, Matt.
I've totally just missed that banner while it was up the top. I probably should. I could do this, but I think that takes up too much of the screen.
Ooh, that's a lot to read.
We'll turn that back off for now.
Oh, Dylan gets put in backwards.
So it's a 1, 2, 3 for the Maulers and a 4th and a 5th for the Pro Chargers.
Max Beal putting on block jobs.
Gets
2 for the price of 1.
Holds up both of them. Could see a potential future Randall Tarrant in that quiet young man. If only he could stop them instead of just slowing them up. As we see Dylan Crystal, he gets a nose full of concrete.
Whoa! Big punt from Max Beal.
I was warned today by Max Beal, keep an eye on turn 3. We've so far only seen one car go over turn 3.
So it is still 1, 2, 3 for the Maulers. They're banking a lot of points tonight.
Yeah, well they've comfortably qualified now, I'd say. Taking away 2 race wins. As we see Kevin Miles doing a bit of a lid skid.
He seen the shot, he took it. That was a beautiful shot.
And Corbin Bork has been pushed to the racing surface. The safety car will play a factor. Oh, huge
Another
shot.
big shot.
If only we didn't have Wick tomorrow, would start playing the shot for shot game. Every time they take a shot, we take a shot.
That's a dangerous game.
Especially with Niven on the track. Huge off the end. Janmart takes the brunt of it. Bork still on the infield as well. Stu Patterson leading it to 3rd as they cross the line.
And
Niven
that's race over.
takes the win. Bryson 2nd, Stu 3rd, Crawford 4th, and the real deal 2 Mickey Max Beal, Mr. Turn 3 himself, in 5th. I just got to write that
So
in my
Maulers 1, 2, 3. So that's 165 points.
They are 4th and a
And
5th, which is only 30.
It is.
See, that sounds too high. Need some repairs done to the safety, Corbin.
Yeah.
Because I think this is the most infield crew we've had for a team's meeting in a while.
Yeah.
Like normally we just have Matt and Bert on the infield, but this time we've got Kevin Miles, Bert, and Corbin. And Matt.
Yeah.
And possibly Bryce as well. He's still in there. Of course, now we see the return of the Bandits up against the Crushers for the second to last qualifying race before we have a consolation, and then it'll be 2nd versus 3rd, 1st versus 4th. And then the losers race, the winners race, and then an all-in.
The Bandits are definitely capable to win this.
They've got star power in the likes of
They do.
Sean Knight.
Sean Knight, Uncle P Beanie in the house. Yes, sir.
But of course, the Crushers have heaps of star power to counter the Bandit star power in the likes of C-Lib Arniston
They do indeed.
and Ethan Curran as well. Of course, these Canterbury Crushers, they've had the same design for the last couple of seasons. There's no change up there, whereas the, I was going to call them the Hornets, these Bandits, they've changed their skin at every opportunity and changed their name at every other opportunity, so possibly a bit of an element of surprise.
If Ethan Curran does something cool this race, I'll send him some naughty, uncensored pics in his DMs.
And if he doesn't, I'll be the one sending them.
I'd actually like to see Kinton do something cool as well this race, because last team's meeting we've done with Kinton, he was actually pretty good at doing that cool shit, so I'd like to see him do it again.
When you say cool shit, you don't mean lid skids as well, or backflips.
Hey. If anything's in the air, that's counted as a cool shit. If he sends himself big himself, that's something cool, mate.
Oh, I thought my stealing the points joke was pretty bad. That's quite good there, David. The arse bandits. Of course, Oxford's buttfuck nowhere, and we all know what the best part about buttfuck is. Right, the question's been asked, are both teams good? Of course, we know one team's good. It's really the question about the other. Will the bandits provide an upset?
Oh, Kinton, mentally no but good to race.
He's got the pressure on him now as we're expecting the backflips. Could we see some turn 3 Skinton action? He just needs to channel his inner banger racing. I'll put it back up after the final.
Jaguar, Zaddy Skinton X? I think Jaden's trying to tell us something, eh?
I think he's just trying to get a timeout. And wants you to call him a bad boy. I mean, what?
Hey. I think he's trying to come out of the closet, I think. He's slightly hinting. Bandits win the call. What do they choose?
God knows that Skinton was hoping they would lose, so the choice was made for him. Absolutely no pressure being put onto him, as he was only elected captain maybe a couple hours ago, properly.
He's chosen in.
I probably should have kept track of what side was winning the race. Same way the FIM Speedway does. Keeps track on the gates of who's winning.
Here we go. Crushers versus Bandits.
Hometown heroes versus the out-of-town heels.
Who are they going to sit on pole?
I bet you now it'll be either Rob or Lance.
Is Rob just going to stay there? No, he's
No.
not. They've chucked Lance on pole.
Fuck, I'll take that money all day of the week.
And
Lance
there'll
on
be Caleb
pole.
Arneson slotting in second. Then we got Ethan slotting in third. Sean Knights. Oh, with a
He
fakie.
sold you the dummy.
He did. We got.
Can't
is
have
Prophet
two
gonna
dummies.
do it again?
Can't have two dummies in a row. Come
No, he's
on.
done it again.
This is not how I train these boys. Just in.
Hanson slots in fourth.
Brothers with
Wilson
destruction.
slots in sixth. And we got Prophet in fifth. And then Matt seventh, Kinton's eighth.
They've sent out the A team against the Bandits to really crush them, I guess.
The crush will be crushers, baby. I remember racing for these guys.
Don't sound too old. Sound like me. I've only just retired.
Then we.
Ah,
Ooh.
If I can get the... Oh, Caleb Arneson temporarily leaving the track. I know he's your mate, but couldn't have happened to a better guy.
We got
Skinton looking to do some cool shit
of
early
pressure.
on. Oh, he knocks his own teammate out.
Oh!
We could have just seen a massive upset there.
We have.
Lance in the lead? That can't
We
be
got
right.
Lance.
That
It
is right.
Lance first, Ethan second, Matt third, Caleb fourth, Sean fifth, and then Wilson sixth.
Go Lance, you bloody fucking beauty.
Oh,
Never
he's been
mind.
pulled out on. Ethan has slotted through.
Now it's disqualified, he's not running on any front wheels. That's clearly a motorbike on the track. Stock cars are a four-wheeled machine, and he's only using two of them.
Ethan currently with a comfortable lead.
Look at that, he's even two-wheeling it through the corners. Clearly a motorbike. Biff them off. Bandits through to the finals, surely.
Can Jimmy do something here? No, we can't. So Ethan first, Matt second.
Caleb's going to need to do something. Oh no, Caleb has done something before I could even say that he needs to do something.
Oh, Caleb's. Oh, he's a lap down, isn't he?
He's a lap down, but he needed to do something.
Oh, Ethan's been pulled out on.
Who's in second?
Matt.
Matt. And that's back to Skinton in third. Of course, might I just add once again, whoever did this draw, we are no longer friends. Unless it was you, Bert. I can't stay mad at you, Bert. We can't bring back RF2. We've never been on RF2. Not at Kiwi Factor, at least. So bring on RF2. Of course, Lehman's do. If you're watching this, I'm more than happy to start streaming your RF2 events whenever they start kicking off on the regular again. I won't give you a cashy, but I will give you a James Buckrell under the table handshake. It's the Ethan Curran show out the front. Caleb Arneson still second. Skinton in third. Would you call that doing some cool stuff?
I would, especially against the Crushers.
What about fourth? I think he's just been demoted to fourth.
I think he's only been put a lap down by Ethan.
Watch this space, or where should we watch, Stu? Oh, Wilson gets taken out by Prophet in the background.
I know, he has been put down to fourth.
Would we still consider that something cool?
Yeah, he's done a shot.
He's done a shot. He's done a shot, so we're taking a shot?
Oh, that's a dangerous game, mate.
It's only a dangerous
It's
game
race
if
over.
you lose, as that is race over, and it's night over for the Bandits. Provisionally.
As they get 165 points, the Crushers, and the Bandits with 30.
That's 65 for the Bandits. And that means the who do 150 plus 160?
That would be
A lot.
310. Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah, we're both pulling out the calculator, so at least one of us will be right. $315 because I didn't tell you about the extra 5.
All right. Brown thongs, brown thongs, brown thongs. Oh, never. Brown thongs, brown thongs.
I should probably chuck the pro charges and maulers into my equation so while we're actually working out the final scores. Luckily,
Has the Alley Cats got all 4 drivers this time?
oh shit, I need to work these out quick. Does whoever did this format, we're no longer friends because it's not enough time for me to do math. So the pro charges are on 165. The maulers are on
It is Alley Cats versus Pumas.
$325. And so that means so the Pumas are 25 points behind the Alley Cats. So if they fuck math is hard. They're 25 points behind the Alley Cats. So they will need, if they win,
They need at least a second, third.
yeah, we'll just go with that. That sounds fairly official. Second and a third. Yeah, first, second.
Or they really need to win the race.
It really is just a matter of whoever wins.
Yeah, but provisionally 65 points to just over them.
Yeah. 25 on top of the race win stuff. So if you're second, third, fourth, and fifth, that's 90. So they'll need a first and a third minimum.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, first and a fourth. There we go. I've finally actually done the math. I don't know if you could hear the gears turning and the smoke coming out of the sides, but we've finally done the math. They need a first and a fourth to qualify. The first and the fifth won't do it. Provisionally. For all I know, there's been all sorts of changes to the final points. He looks set to go for this final heat race.
Have they got all 4 drivers? No, they haven't. Ooh.
However, they still did fairly good with their 3 drivers, managing to get a second and a fourth, which provisionally put them ahead of the Pumas to begin with.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
Here we go. Alley Cats vs Pumas.
Right, well, we see the safety balk get absolutely drilled again.
He's already there.
The safety bird's ready and wait for if the balk gets drilled once more. Jay and Ty almost look to take a bit of a swing. Come
Who
on.
won the coin toss?
Pumas.
Okay. So, is that Goodley? Yes, it is. We've got Goodley off pole. And he's going to slot into second.
Oh, we've seen the first bit of contact on that
We've
safety
got Richard
balk.
Joy in second, Ty in fourth, Pollock in third, Bailey Cooper. Oh, was another fake. Tegan sixth.
How good would it be to see a team with 3 drivers make it to the final?
Yeah.
Something this format allows and nothing else.
So we got Goodley and Edgecombe off to a comfortable start.
Oh, let's actually grab the race leader before I get distracted. So it's Tyson Goodley and Hamish Edgecombe. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Puma's definitely looking locked in.
I know they're just 1, 2, 3.
Oh, sorry, 1, 2, 3. Pollock and Richard 4th and 5th. Of course, the Pumas only need a first and a fourth. It's really damage control for these All-Stars cars.
Jaden Tyre waits.
Actually, Hamish Edgecombe in the lead now. He's one of the newer members in the community, I think. If he has been around, I haven't seen him do fuck all. In fact, not the flashiest looking exit of turn 4. Of course, this track really heavily depended on that tighter end of the circuit to carry the momentum for the lap. Do we? Tegan Torrey's out, so it's a 2v4.
Ooh.
I don't think it's actually possible for these All-Stars cars to prevent the points from the Pumas to stop them from taking that final qualifying spot from them
Yeah.
without one-twoing it or just rolling all of them. Richard Joy doing a block job.
But hey, you got to feel
On
for a
J&I.
possible team that could win the championship to only come out with 3 drivers.
Yes. Right, if I suddenly disappear, it's because we're having a... either Dylan's really shaking his wheel, or we're having a small earthquake. I do believe it could be Dylan. There is a possibility. If none of the other Hawke's Bay members are feeling an earthquake, then Dylan, settle down. It's just a game. We're kind of staying here on Richard Joyce. He's the man really putting in the effort. Pollock's up in a 4th, of course.
Why, he's been punted and spun around.
Punted to the infield, lets the car who's punted him round, and Jane Ty is now on the block job once again. There's not a lot the former New Zealand champ Pollock Houston can really do. He is in 4th. He is a whole 5 seconds back on Hamish Edgecombe in 3rd.
Using a lot of that pole line.
Shh. One NZ can do nothing wrong, and I definitely don't have a favourite team out of these two. Give you a hint, it's definitely not the team you're joining. The team that's decided to go Hawke's Bay for some reason. See, Pollock Houston uses a bit of his... I was going to say uses his veteran experience to slow up Jaden Dye and then drive straight around him, but he just doesn't do that. Instead, they're playing with each other over the finish line. Of course, Pollock Houston's now finished the race. Jaden Dye, if he was to take a swing, that would have been after the flag.
Yeah.
21 days and a slap on the wrist. And that's it for your qualifying.
So they've came away with 165 points. Oh, yeah, 165 points.
That just leaves the Alley Cats with 35. No, 30. Now, question is, what is the finishing order? Because that determines who goes up against who in this first semi-final. Of course, now we're meant to have a consolation. So if you're in here listening and you want to go
Consi racing. Fucking go
want
for
to do
it.
some consi racing, of course the team, the Bandits and the All Stars are invited to the consi racing as they won't be going any further. You know what? I'm going to do the really hard thing, and I'm going to ask Bert for official points, just to make sure we are correct. So provisionally, that's 210 for the Pumas. And Alley Cats are on 60.
While this consi happens, I'm going to go find me a drink, mate.
Good shout. Are we going shot for shot?
Not tonight, mate. Not tonight.
So that's Mauler's first, Crusher's second. And then that means Pro Chargers are fourth and the Pumas are third. All of course waiting on official confirmation, and while Tama is a bit of a bitch and has to go get his drink, like the true alcoholic I am, I always have a drink on hand. Yes, time for a bit of all-in action. You might see some regulars from the Monday nights. Of course, a few people might turn up that don't normally race. Might turn up seeing as there's a few more eyes on the event. We do see the safety balk on track. Sean Knight in his usual Indy car. Jaden Tai shouldn't be here. Unless I've done my math completely wrong, which is a possibility, Jaden Tai should be exiting the server. And Tyson Goodley. So apparently some people haven't heard me. Mauler's first, Crusher's second, Puma's third, Pro Chargers fourth. Which means the Maulers will take on the Pro Chargers in the second semi-final, and then in the first semi-final it will be the Crushers versus the Pumas.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
I'll do my usual all-in procedure. We need an absolutely massive shunt into turn 3. Go through that top 10 once the cars pop onto track. Right, so I don't know who rigged these grids up, but Rob and Lance Hansen are currently front row. Sean Knight's also in the mix. If it's another bandit on the front row, I'm going to call rigged. No, it's a no one front row. Oh, it's a Matt Stone. So I think I've just crashed. Yep, I've crashed. Oh. Apparently shift tabbing fixed it. Somehow I'm all the way over here. I don't know. I've never known what I'm doing. I've just been winging it this whole time and it seems to be working. be fair, this is the first time we're seeing Bert on track. He might just be a bit jealous. We are going to stay on the Bertros cars. We're seeing carnage left, right and centre while I was looking at my phone. Of course, turn 3 chaos as standard here at the Glen. I tell lies, we're going to take a look a little bit further back as Sean Knight gets dumped in by Kevin. Kevin gets dumped in by Sean Knight. Sean Knight leaves the track and starts breakdancing on the outside. Should we go to our actual race leader? I know that's our race blocker, Lance Hansen, doing his bloody best to make sure his brother takes away the win. Get on Tegan. Somebody stop that man, Tory, who is leading from Rob Hansen. I didn't manage to see who was in third. I'm just trying to get my hands on these official points that I apparently have access to. I might need to message Bert after the race and go, I can't figure it out. And Tomo's not back with his drink yet. He better be making one hell of a martini. It's Richard Joy in the lead now, as Tegan Tory gets bunted out by Lance Hansen. It's been a while since we've had a Tegan Tory victory. Just trying to steal some snaps from some Tinderellas. You see Tegan Tory running that pole line brilliantly, as Richard Joy is still in the lead, as we see Tegan try a bit of a slide job line, trying to get the bunt, as Kevin Martin stops Richard Joy. Tegan Tory into the lead. Of course, he's just stopped one All-Star from winning by letting the other one win. We go to do some Burt Watch real quick on a Monday as well. He's causing all sorts of carnage, our former 1NZ. As you see a little bit of freight train. Parts like the fucking Red Sea for Burt to come in 5th from 8th.
And we're back. We're back in business.
Oh, just in time. You've missed the end of the consolation.
I've been eating cheese and bacon scones, mate. Actually, I forgot me drink. I'll be back.
You've went and made a drink and then you forgot the drink.
I have.
That is a professional move. Also, I've totally missed it there. Cheers, Big Pop, for the resub. Right. So now we should have the Crushes and the Pumas. Yeah. I swear to God, if Tomo misses this bit of finals racing, he owes me a fucking big kiss. We'll watch Ethan Karen because surely he'll do something.
Right, and we've made it back with the drink this time.
Oh, he's made it back with the drink.
Oh, teammate on teammate there. How do you open this cup?
He's made it back with his drink, but he doesn't know how to open his drink. And he also
worked it
needs... Oh, he's worked it out, shot. Fuck, where is it? Where's our group chat? You need to see this. Where the fuck is our group chat? Oh, I was staring at it. Yeah. Tama or any of the boys in my team who may be watching and or listening, check the group chat.
Ooh. Damn, you're in, boy.
Right, Pumas are on pole in this. Well, it's not winner take all. It's winners guaranteed a first or a second. Right. We'll see the return of the safety Bork, who's already in position.
Man,
He's
a
getting
hell of a
good at
bloke,
this.
that guy.
One
He's
hell of a ball
bloke, that
whacker.
guy.
If only he had his own custom safety car skin. Should I read out the names in the finals? Or... Yeah.
So we got Goodley on pole, Ethan Curran, Slonin in second, Caleb Arness in third, Hutton fourth. Who's jumping in fifth? Jaden Ty fifth, Con Wright sixth. Looks like there may be a bit of faking going on here. Yep.
Terrible
And
fake. He wasn't even lined up behind his teammate.
Edgecomb's 8th and Matt Stone's 7th.
We actually see it this time. The safety ball waka pulls off. They'll hold them for some time. But this is almost some professional level drone photography here. As it's Ethan Curran who's off into the lead. Closely behind Cullen Hutton. As we finally start to see some cool shit. Some airborne shit.
They were playing trampolines in the background. Trying to play crack the egg. If you know, you know.
As we see Cullen Hutton, he's out.
Oh, he's out. He's gone. See you later.
He's on the other side of the fence now. And it's Ethan Curran. Once we can pick him up, he's in the lead. Matt Stone in second. Tyson, too good.
Oh no,
Goodly.
Callens came back down.
What the fuck? He started doing that glitchy shit where he's out of the track. doesn't matter too much as it's still a 1-2 for the Crushers. In a dominating position, looking to go back to back. New Zealand stock car champions. Oh no, they're running
There's
1,
just
2,
a-
3 now.
As you see, Caleb slotting to first.
Second. Matt Stone's way off in the distance in the lead, I think.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Oh, yes, too. My
He's
bad,
using his
folks.
admin go past tokens early. Can I make jokes about the admin team while you're in here? Thomas, seeing as you're a former member of the admin team. And more importantly, do you think you're going to stop me making jokes about the admins abusing their powers?
Mate, can't do nothing about it.
Exactly. As we see, Matt Stone being held up by Jaden Ty. Of course, refusing
Jaden
just
Ty
to...
actually doing a good job.
For someone who's relatively new in the community, despite racing in real life, he's putting on a blocking display here. A clinic, if you will. Even manages to...
The only thing that's helping him is the last name, mate.
You saying he's not as good as the other ties? I thought my
No.
call on the admin abuse was bad. Jesus. Fucking, you two might have to fight in the car park after this. As it's still admins 1 and 2, as I was going to say. He even managed to use Ethan Curran to his advantage and get a bit of team-on-team action.
Jaden's a weapon. Pity he has no decent runners to help him. Hey.
He'll have a decent runner with him at Palmy teams, won't he? Fucking snake. Old traitor. Apparently all it takes is ringing you, but fuck, I've been ringing you and ringing you and ringing you. I think even if you look in the group chat and scroll up, I said, oh yeah, Tomo's racing for someone else as soon as you announce your retirement. Actually, I might have said that to Scott. Might be one of the stream replays. I have to take a look, see if I can put it in there, prove that I actually am a psychic. But once again, it is the Crushers fully on display as to why they are the New Zealand Stock Car Team's champion.
Running 1-2.
Running 1-2. Tyson Goodley, he's not far off the back of Ethan Curran and Matt Stone. It's only 3 seconds separating the lot. Hamish Edgeham just goes for a mighty swing. And there it is, Tyson Goodley on the back of these two Crushers cars. It's all compressed down. Tyson Goodley now into second, Matt Stone into the lead. Cullen Hutton puts the block over the grass. Matt Stone does return behind the car that blocked him to the infield. Of course, I didn't actually attend driver's briefing, so there might be changes to the way these rules work. But it is still the admin team in the lead, looking set to go back to the finals one more time. I believe it's basically the same team that won them, the team champs, last year. Probably plus or minus a face.
And they are into the finals.
And that's it. Unofficially, it will be the Crushers in the final. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my hands on the official results just to make sure everything's kosher. But I reckon between the two of us, at least one of us must have got it right.
Holy shit. I've actually got it, I think. No. Maybe. I've got last year's one. I've got last year's teams champs results. I've got Wellington teams results. Oh, I give up. Right, so up now, Pro Chargers versus the Maulers, 4th versus 1st. Potentially, what I would say is could be the first upset of the night if the Pro Chargers can knock off the first place overall Maulers.
See, I'm going to be biased here. I want to see the Maulers win this.
Well, let's just put it this way. One team has a C on the car, the other has a B on their car. I might not have a B on my car for much longer, but until that day comes, up the fucking Maulers. Last in the actual teams in both classes. Except street stocks. They're quite good in street stock teams. So I've heard. Are we done with hot laps yet? Oh no, Bert dropped. Right, both teams are good. We're just waiting on the coin toss. Maulers get choices. They are the higher placed teams. They choose head, and it's tails. You can't normally go wrong with a bit of head, but it's tails this time out. Pro Chargers get the choice. They choose the inside, and we are underway with the last of the semi-finals.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
We start to see the magic tricks. As we see the real deal too, Mickey Max Bill. He's right up the front. We see the safety balk deployed. One night when I'm bored, I need to make up a proper safety balk design. Oh, Stu Patterson's drilled the safety balk. Just goes to prove if you are a balk who is into safety, you're never truly safe. Right, it is the real deal. Two Mickey Mac Beal on the front row, Jamie Yarnmart in second. It's Christ Bros and Leo is your row 2. Wade Crawford starts row 3 off. It is the legend, the flag chaser, David Gray. He's been locked in, so he's forced to go to finish row 3. Justin Jessup and Brandon Niven are off the back. On the infield is the Crystal Pistol. Controversially, oh, look at that almighty jump start we're going to have here. If Max Beal doesn't get the start of Dreams, then it's clearly rigged. As the safety balk is off, both teams hold brakes, and it's Bryce Cross off into the lead. If I can grab him. With Niven closely in behind, it's the 1NZ and the 3NZ off to an early lead. The Maulers might actually win something. I'm talking about real life. These Maulers guys are some of the best in Kiwi Factor. And it's the real deal, Max Beal. How many two Meckies will this block be? And he somehow, there's 3 cars in that corner and he only manages to get one just. He said watch turn 3. We watched and I can't unsee it. But it is the Maulers show out in front. Of course, it won't be the last time we see either of these teams, as there is still a final 4, 3rd and 4th for the losing team of the 2. But it looks like some early dominance for the Maulers. Shot! Yeah, by Bryce.
Can Max Beal do anything? Still got a chance.
Once again, he said watch turn 3. Bryce Cross is airborne, lands on the tank of Max Beal. And we see, huge. Niven's over. Yarnmart's been punted as well. I think that's one of the tanks for the Pro Chargers. Knocked to the infield. Jessup doesn't come to a stop, so Bryce just straight back onto track behind. It's all kicking off for 3rd and 3rd and 4th for that spot in the final. They still need the stop on Bryce Cross. He gets him. He's gone. Can he? No, Bryce Cross luckily just comes back down on all 4, but I dare say that car is damaged. He just gets straight round the outside of Jessup. Jessup puts the hammer back down. Wade Crawford and Leo are 1st and 2nd. We are looking at the first upset of the night. We better jump on with them, as it's Wade Crawford in the lead of this motor race. What looks set to be the most surefire final of the night, with it being first versus fourth. It's all kicking off. Leo's now through into the lead. David Gray still putting a mighty block job onto Wade Crawford. Of course, third, Bryce Cross, still a good distance back. Crawford now doing his best to distract these two blockers, trying to help Leo eke out a lead. Neither of these drivers want to go into 3 at full speed. Of course, if we look back, Bryce Cross with that heavily damaged car struggling to even get round the corners. Leo's car looking almost new. This could be one for the ages. The Pro Chargers making it an all Canterbury final.
Leo's just lapped Bryce.
Leo's lapped Bryce, so time ticking by. Bryce Cross needs a miracle, as we're going to ride on board with Leo, who takes a massive punt in the rear. Bryce continues to damage his car, but now will inflict some damage onto Leo's. Leo forced to do the loop. Whether or not he came back on the same part of the track is up for debate.
Oh, here we go. Big shot.
Leo slips by Yarnmart. I can hear Dylan in the background celebrating already. Wade's still in the lead now, so Leo's gone to the blocking role. Wade's coming into the last corners now. This is where it can all go wrong. Wade's slowing up. He knows he doesn't have to go so fast. He can... Is that actually race over? Yeah, it is. It didn't come up on the graphics for some reason when he crossed the line. Crawford and Leo take the win for the Pro Chargers. I jinxed this. I jinxed the final earlier, I guess, when I said it would be Mauler's Crushers, as it's going to be an all Canterbury final. Of course, still yet to see if there will be any result changing protests, but I didn't see anything. Once again, Dylan Crystal's team looks set to take on the finals at a stock car event. It goes to show you don't need to be an admin team or be made up of some of the oldest guys in Kiwi Factor to make a final. I have, however, lost my pen that was writing in that book to fucking keep track of this shit in the future. Right, all is pending are connection checks. I believe there's a Consi race now, and then it is all on. Third and fourth still up for grabs, and then first and second to end the night off. Are you a bit speechless there, Tomo?
Yeah, a little bit. I did want to see them win, but hey, that's team racing.
Uh-oh. There was connection checks called to Bert,
But they never said good to leave.
but they never said good to leave. We better not see a result changed like that. There'll be protesting in the street, and my call of admin abuse will be actually proper and not a joking one. But either way, there'll be partying in the streets of Canterbury tonight, as it is an all Canterbury final. The Crushers versus the Pro Cut.
Can we see the chat in game one more time to see if there's a good to leave yet?
Yes, good to go.
Now there is.
Now there is.
Interesting.
Rigged. Hey, Tomo,
Yeah, mate.
you keen to go do some fishing after the all-in?
Oh. See what happens, mate.
See what happens. Right.
Right. I've just had a message from Stu.
Uh-oh.
We have just been told we are in the final as they all left before they were good.
Protests. Actual protesting. Fucking get the torches. We're going down, having a protest outside Kiwi Factor HQ, aka Liam Earl's farm. This is what happened to old Levine a couple years ago, where he pulled away from the pit gate before he was waved to all over again. The Pro Chargers pulled the upset of the night off just to throw it away. Of course, that is definitely a lemon moment. That is definitely one that will go into the record books for sure. Now I have to scribble out what I've written in the book. All they can do now is keep their heads down It's no longer an all Christchurch final, but we could still see two Christchurch teams on the podium, which I'm kind of glad about because two teams meeting at Christchurch, fuck that.
Yeah. Had enough of those, mate.
Oh, this is like the 18th meeting at the Glen this season. Like we've had Battle of the Stocks and Battle of the Supers. Teams champs, like the Glen one. We've had the Sloons and the Mods round here. Had the Canterbury champs already, I think. Just somewhere else, please. Right, so here we go. For third and fourth, the Pro Chargers threw away a shot at the final, but the rules are the rules, and they need to be
What
followed.
got them was the send the connection checks to Bert, thinking, oh, yep, sweet, good to leave.
Yeah, to be honest, that would have got me as well, I think. I mean, yeah, no. I'm not going to be too vocal on what my thoughts are, as at any moment Dylan could just come through and just yank the power off and just stop me from being too vocal, but it was a dumb mistake. A mistake they're going to
Hey.
have to deal with.
What's teams without controversy, mate? JPH, hi, is this available on mobile? Yep, bro, just send me $20 and I'll send you the link, bro.
It is no longer available in mobile homes, though. That dead weight's gone. Right. Controversy aside, I've kind of slacked off a bit. This is how they're gridding up. You can take a quick look. It is Tyson Goodley on the front row.
Who's that off to the lead? Hutton off to the lead.
I should probably grab the actual leader. Should probably do my job instead of writing strongly worded emails to Kiwi Factor HQ.
Here we got Dylan.
Right, Dylan Crystal now on the blocks jobs, trying to secure a third place. Kevin Miles in second, ready to take this lead from Cullen Hutton, and they do it. The Pro Chargers are back in the lead once more.
Oh, nearly tipped Callan over there.
Cullen Hutton, he's been demoted to third, but I believe it's still a Puma in second, right on the back of Kevin Miles. Shots going in. Max Beal's there to try and finish him off, and it looks like he just gone through him. You know what? I think we're going to have a fight in turn 3. I reckon the Pro Chargers should have been in that final for the win. Even though rules as written, they shouldn't be. The way that was worded made it sound like a good to go, send your connections into Burt. As we see some lid skids across the track, it's all falling apart for these crushers. Bailey Cooper leads it. Kevin Mile in second with an almighty 10-second gap. Mind you, I'm just glad now the Maulers have a chance to win something. It'd be good to see the Maulers name on a trophy, especially New Zealand Stock Car Trophy, as we are yet to win that, both in real life and on here, I believe. But even now, these crushers don't look the same. Their lead runner is a lap down on Bailey Cooper, so they need a stop, and they need it yesterday. Of course, Dylan Crystal waiting for a shot at turn 3. Just mistimes it, probably expecting a punt or a slow up from Bailey Cooper. As we see Leo across the track, forces him narrow. Bailey shoots out wide. Dylan Crystal just with an unlucky bounce, not really making proper contact with the back of that car. Crystal now all over the back of him. Could we see some over the fence action here as Bailey Cooper just noses into the wall? I dare say that's using the wall to your advantage. And it's Bailey Cooper back into the lead. Oh, well, he never left the lead, but it was more of a Bailey Cooper back out away from the blockers again.
Dylan Crystal trying to do something again.
Credit where credit's due. He's putting in the mahi. Justin Jessup is the lead Pro Kart Chargers car. Of course, all I've said about the Maulers finally winning a trophy all depends on this next final, as this one looks just about wrapped up with the Palmerston North team on the bottom of the podium. 3 different clubs on the podium. I'm doing my best to jinx it. Like I jinx, well, I guess my jinx kind of worked, because I did say right at the start of the stream, Crushers versus Maulers final. But then I jinxed it again by saying the Pro Chargers were in. I mean, you're right, Sean, it is more drama than it needs to be, but also at the same time, rules as written needs to be applied as much as possible. Rules as written, they need to wait until they've got good to go. Even though the message that was sent kind of could have been seen as a good to go, it wasn't. As they come around now, Bailey Cooper, I believe this is either white flag or checkered flag.
And it is checkered.
It's checkered. Bit of an unceremonial win for this Palmerston North team. Big Pot, you're going to have to come in the comm box to shut me up. I'll go on mute and you can commentate. No, you're right. You boys did the right thing. You guys kept your heads on your shoulders. To be fair, despite that drama, up the Maulers. Let's NZ Teams champs in Miani next season. Or just somewhere other than Canterbury. Love your work, Tama, but hate where you're from.
Hey, I'm not from Christchurch, mate. It's all good.
Oh, I thought South Island was Christchurch, so that was it.
Or triple backflip from Niven.
Already doing the technical tips and tricks here. Ban these hot laps. Matt Stone, you don't need any more hot laps with your two-wheel setup. Look at it. Those front wheels aren't even touching the ground. Let's get off Matt Stone. He doesn't ever do anything. Here we go. We'll get on the legendary, the one, the only, David Gray. Nothing makes me more happier than opening up Sap's chat and seeing a photo from Tomo and a video from David Gray.
Hey.
Also, I think Scott's been doing the shot for shot all night because that message just doesn't make any sense to me.
Hey, if Caleb's still on the chat, hey, can you send me a uncensored pic to my DMs, please? Thank you. I need something to fall asleep to tonight.
Yeah, so it might have been a little bit of controversy to get here, but it's finals time. Could we finally see Hawke's Bay manage to achieve something? Almost makes me not want to leave the club next season if they do. Or will we be back in Christchurch once more? The back-to-back stock car teams champions in the Glen Eagles. If you're in the chat, let's hear who you're going for. So I can
Get it
time out
going.
anyone who goes for the Crushers. I mean, no bias here in the com box. One thing I can confirm is it's awfully quiet in the...
Come on, the bay. Dunk, dunk. Come on, the bay. Black, white. All right. Come on, the bay.
Yeah, there we go. No timeouts for Jono. But yes, it's awfully quiet in the Pro Chargers pit area. Even though they've done an amazing run through the night, I think all the top four teams, most of the top four teams really deserve to be there, as we see Kevin Martin on the infield get absolutely drilled in these hot laps. Who or what are we waiting on? Nothing. Okay. Maulers have won the toss and elected to go in. So we are
There we go.
not short. Not too many fucking hot laps left before we go finals racing. One final time. Crushes Maulers.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
Sean Knight, fuck Christchurch. Big fan of the place. Not a big fan of the track, mate.
I think it's the Glen Eagles win. We need to see a video of Matt doing spinneroonies. Full razor style as well. I don't know who I'll need to talk to make that happen, but I'm sure with enough support we can do it. As the safety balk is deployed, it will be David Gray absolutely taking the wheel guard off. And we see it one last
we got
time.
the safety, Bert.
Safety Bert deployed. It's been a while since we've had a safety Bert, but
As
he's
we
in.
have Stu on pole, we got Caleb Barnison, that locks out the first row. Ethan Currenston in third. Niven slots in fourth. We got Bryce Cross on fifth. Is that James Wilson on sixth?
As long as you start with a J, you tend to be
Matt's-
fine.
Matt Stone seventh. Jan Matt eighth.
Finals racing one more time. I totally
Here we
missed
go,
the
and we're
start.
away. It's shambles off the start.
It's utter chaos as the cameraman doesn't know who to look at. As I can't actually pick up Caleb Arneson, who's just piss bowled off into the distance. Now, early stages, Canterbury in control with a 1-2. Matt Stone in second. It's then 1-2-3. Sorry, that's Wilson or
Jan Matt's been punted out of the way.
I'm getting DMs from some pro chargers accusing Kiwi Factor of being racist.
Got Niven on the blocks, or can't really do much, but can he catch him?
No, he can't. He then puts a block in.
Brandon gets through him. Here we got Jan Matt again.
As we start to see what could be a freight train here, as Niven goes cross track, blocks that from happening, as it's still the Caleb Arneson show out front.
They're currently 1, 2, 3.
No, I reckon Bryce has paid off. Dylan got everyone to leave early. That way we could see a Maulers in the final. As we see Arneson looking in control out the front. Stu Patterson has made his way to third, so the Maulers are on a bit of return up the leaderboard, as they now just need to stop on first and second. As we see Bryce Cross is just up ahead of these two lead cars. Matt Stone running shotgun for Caleb, pushing Niven aside. And now the two Christchurch cars.
Who is Jan Matt going to pick?
He picks
Whoa.
Justin. And now Ethan Curran's ready. Doesn't run shotgun and go with them. Interesting choice.
Got Niven waiting in 3.
Now, it's Arneson still in the lead. Niven all over the back of him. Not really able to do much. Oh no, sorry, Justin's gone through. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication there. Caleb absolutely punted. But as we've seen in previous teams, I believe it was last time out in KSS, you don't actually need to return if it's your teammate who's hit you to the grass. Now it's now Justin Wilson in the lead with 2 maulers in behind, so they just need to stop or a spin, as I believe now finally maulers have gained control of this race.
Got Matt Stone waiting in 3 and 4. Can he make something happen? Stu's hissing the high side.
Looking to get as much momentum as he can to deal with the back of Matt Stone. I don't know why he's swinging for the front of that car. It doesn't touch the ground. All you need to do is hit the back. And Matt Stone just slides off the side rail. Ethan Curran and wait.
Ethan Curran now.
Your bestie.
Can Bryce push through?
Other than Deegan Butcher, of course. And now Bryce Cross into the lead. Stu Patterson running just in behind. They can run shotgun for each other. I believe the laps are ticking by. I think it's a 15-lap race, and I believe this is about lap 13. As it's 1, 2 maulers, 3, 4 for the Crushers. Yeah, lap 13 this time round. Lap 14, white flag. We are going to change over to the leader and Bryce Cross. That should be white flag. And Hawke's Bay's looking set to raise a trophy.
Now we just got to wait and see if any protests happen.
Yes. Controversy to get here, and could it be controversy leaving here?
Is it race over?
Is it race over? I'm not seeing any of the checkered flags. I think I might have been 1 lap too early. I must have been 1 lap too early. As Bryce Cross absolutely kills the bonnet of Ethan Curran. As we see the typical carnage to cross the line. Bryce Cross finishes
and now it's race.
And
race
now
over.
it's race over. I was 1 lap too early.
We got King. We got 2 King.
As we all know, I'm famous for finishing early. And
wow.
that will be it. Provisionally speaking, Hawke's Bay take home a title.
See Bryce hitting some donuts.
Could we see another one of those wall parkies where they all start doing burnouts on the wall? Still an almighty effort from the maulers.
Big tippins.
And so, now, provisionally, first maulers, second Crushers, third Pumas, fourth Pro Chargers, fifth are the Bandits, and then sixth are the Auckland Alley Cats.
What a team's race that was.
That was teams racing at its finest. Of course, now there is an all-in, and I will
now they just have to wait for the good to leave.
Yeah, good. I've missed all of the chat there. I think both teams have left before good to leave, possibly.
Oh.
Well, there was no good to leave, but Ethan Curran's left and Brandon Niven's left. So everyone's left before an official good to leave. If I was one Dylan Crystal, I'd be definitely lighting tires on fires, raising pitchforks, and quite possibly a little bit ecstatic. We see everyone return. There is an all-in. What I'll probably end up doing is closing the live, eating my dinner, having a quick shower, and then we'll be live once more doing some fishing. or some Valorant, but probably fishing.
Right. Cheers for letting me jump in the combox with you, mate.
Anytime, and by any
I will.
time I mean as long as the people, and by people I mean Stu and Jaden demand it.
All right. I'll catch the stream later, and I'll see you in a bit, Thomas.
Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. And I need to quickly keep David happy. I don't know if I'll be able to add the sound back to the Spud Hub, but I definitely should be able to turn those alerts back on. I can't do it on my phone. You're going to lose the racing for a second. You get to look at my amazing wallpaper. We are waiting for everyone to get in for this all in. I'll do my best to try and go through and watch everyone, however there's no guarantees really. Right, if you're still in here, David, that's all fixed up for you. You can finally get your crack and your booker content. Of course, for those who want to keep the racing going, Brad, former / current member of the community, well known for his far better organised and looking streams, is live at the moment with TCRs on iRacing. Of course, I will be back shortly after this all in is done. Either fishing, Valoranting, or something. Of course, that doesn't mean for certain, but there is a good chance we will see NZ stock cars at Miami. It is a little bit of a shame that it means there will be two teams races at Miami if they keep the Peter Barrys going.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
Right, all in time. The only chance my bandits have to actually win something tonight. I believe it's a 20 lapper. I don't know how far I'll make it. I don't know how they've rigged these grids, but apparently it's Burt Cardwell and Matt Stone off the front row, Kevin Martin and Richard Joy row 2, and then I believe that's an Edgecombe and a blank space row 3.
Then we've got the safety ball Waka. And Jaden Ty, Pollock Houston, Bailey Cooper still in a team skin. I feel like he should get targeted for that. Caleb Arneson, he's in his indie. Jan Mart still in a team skin, so clearly you need to target him. Stu as well. Cody Ogle. That's a name I haven't heard in a while, or had to say yet since I've started streaming. But we're underway here in the All-In. Kevin Martin, Mr. KFNZ. Off to an early second place behind Jaden Ty. He's really fast in these indie racing. It's a right shame who his teammates are. It would be good to see him achieve something as Kevin Martin does his utmost to stop these Pumas getting anywhere. After all, who the fuck turns up in an all-in in their team skin? You're just asking for trouble as we see Pollock Houston dispatch of, I believe that was Bailey Cooper. It's a really fast looking all-in. Is that flag racing Kevin Martin? It is. As temporarily as it is, it was. And that's why you don't flag race. It's now Stu Patterson in the lead, who I believe is in a team's car. As we see people going for dusties over the fence. Hamish Edgecombe reminding everyone that you in fact can lose wheels in this sim. And what has to be the shiniest car since I last put a car in the skin pack. But here we go, we're watching Stu Patterson now. In the oh no, Pollock Houston's in the lead. While trying to find him, we've missed him being taken out. No, that's Cullen. There we go. Now we're on to Pollock Houston, trying to dispatch of the Pumas cars. I believe that was a pass for the lead. Yeah, it's Jaden Ty, Mr. Indy himself, in the lead. It's a shame, really. He would be a good addition to one of those. I'd hate to say better, but there definitely are better teams out there that a driver like himself could be racing for. But nonetheless, he's being chased down by Stu Patterson. The gap now less, well, almost a second, as he's got his teammates in front of him. Kevin Martin doing his best to stir shit as per. Now Stu Patterson all over the bumpers. Uses the side rail to try slide past. Hamish Edgecombe not in the team skin as Jaden Ty doesn't want to go into turn 3 at full pace. So Stu Patterson just clean round the outside. Because he's got his teammate there running as a team in and all in. What the fuck's happened to Kiwi Factor? Now we see Tyson Goodley, another teammate. And what's actually quite a good looking IndyCar for him, especially considering we're used to the all black designs. And now it's the Jaden Ty show. Once again, as Stu Patterson right on the tail. So it's still the Jaden Ty show out the front. Could we see the likes of Richard Joy do something? And no, he gets in the way of Stu Patterson. Interesting. Now we see Pollock Houston just gets nudged out of the way. He still full commits to the straight. Could we see a massive off the end here? We do. Jaden Ty gets hit. Pollock Houston's not really able to get a follow through, as it's really devolved into a teams race of who's friends with the Pumas, who's not, and who just wants to cause carnage. As we see in the background, I believe that was Tyson Goodley doing some almighty lid skids as Jaden Ty is forced to the infield and to do a loop. This, of course, now Stu Patterson and Yarnmart first and second, Jaden Ty third, as now Patterson's getting the full brunt of the attention from the Pumas as he's just able to drive out of it. Kevin Martin puts a huge hit in. He's not there for a follow-up. He doesn't quite have the car control under him to get back on. Oh, Jesus, on the power. And it's going to be Stu Patterson still running away with this lead. He's got 3 seconds to his teammate. 17 to third. He's about to put Jaden Ty a lap down even. And of course not really allowing it until Patterson really hooks that bumper. And I believe now it is the Maulers. They've won the final and now they want to win the All-In. Really put the nail in the coffin that they are the best team in Christchurch. I would say they are as well. The Pro Chargers did everything they could except follow the rules. And now Jaden Ty almost put down a lap again. Almost goes over and Yarmart's through to the lead. Cullen Hutton blocks his teammate. And it's all good. All going. All going on now as Yarmart with an almightily bent looking tank. A really good looking tank as well. Ignoring the fact that the Maulers don't win fuck all. They've always had some good looking cars with the white and the red. As Pollock Houston, huge shot on the race leader. Tyson Goodley tries to help his teammate out. And Yama, he takes it out the All-In. I wouldn't say the year. There's been some pretty massive upsets in teams. And I know it takes a lot to keep Tama speechless, but when you win, you then need to follow the protocols at the end of the race, and they just failed to do it. But that is it for teams. I'll probably be live once more in about 45-ish minutes. But that is it from the Glen. Once again, a reminder of your podium getters. First is the Maulers, second is the Crushers, and third is the Pro Cup Pro Chargers. It's a right shame to see a team do so well and just come up short. That applies both for the Crushers and the Pro Chargers, who weren't third, but I'm calling them third because fucking by god damn it, they deserve it. Pro Cup Chargers was actually fourth, it was the Pumas, but that is it I will catch you all possibly on Wednesday, possibly between now and then, depending on whether or not I decide I want to do some more fun streams during the week.